How to shoot a movie under a budget of 50 to 100,000. If this is your question, come here, this video is for you. When I wanted to shoot my first movie, I was told I needed millions to start, but this is how I was able to shoot my first movie with a budget of 100,000 right here in Nigeria, without sponsors, without partners, and without anyone helping me. And this is how I did it. I started with a story I could control, a small cast, realistic scenes, and this alone was able to slash my budget by 70%. Doing this, I was able to save 70% of my total budget. So this required me taking out expensive hotels, expensive accommodation, unnecessary equipment that I didn't need on set. And this was the very first way my budgeting was able to work for me. The next thing I did was to call on my friends that are creatives and people that I know had something to offer in the production aspect. So what I did was I called a whole lot of people to come and join me on set. People that are hustlers, people that had a particular goal, people I know that we could all work together. Some of you think it's necessary to go looking for A-list actors to come feature on your movies, but this would always increase your budget much more than you even expect. So if you have friends in the creative field, this is one way you could save yourself a whole lot of spending. Bring everyone together. You guys should sit, talk about the movie, and all of you should come to a common goal. And when you get this done, you'll be surprised how everyone will work together with or without money. So the next thing you need to focus on is handling or working with a good camera. I always talk about this particular subject or this particular topic using a good camera. But this time around, since we're talking about working under a budget, you might as well end up using any camera that you want as long as it gives you good quality. The next thing you need to focus on is working around a particular geographical region. You don't necessarily need to move from set to set looking for fine ambience and nice places to use. You could find one particular place that has everything you need and you could shoot your movie in that particular location without having to move from place to place. This would also save you about 30% of your spendings and keep you on that budget that you're working with. Another key important detail that you shouldn't neglect is your timing. You need to make sure that your timing is on check. Most of you would always think that you have all the time in the world to shoot your movie, but no, I need to remind you that the longer the days, the more the expenses. So once you realize that you need to shoot under a particular time frame, your spendings and your budget guaranteed is going to be secured. Now let's talk about the people that you need on set if you're working under a budget of 50,000 to 100,000. So you need just your DOP, you need your continuity, you need your sound guy, you need your light guy, and you need an assistant that could help you run around. If you do not have one, it's not entirely necessary, but it makes your stress levels easier. Now for the toughest part that drives everyone crazy, especially my humble self, has to do with post-production. Yes, post-production involves the editing, the sound grading, the color grading, and everything. But calm down, don't get scared. I have a solution for you. Now there are two ways you can get this done. The first part is talking to a friend you know who is good at editing videos and asking him to join you in editing this particular production that you guys just rounded up. If he's generous enough or if that friend is good enough, you guys can come to an agreement on a certain amount you can pay, or he might just be generous enough to do it for free. It depends. The second way is actually doing the job yourself. So if you have some editing skills, you can easily get your laptop or MacBook or whatever system you use that is compatible with some editing softwares out there. All you have to do is sit back, relax, edit the videos yourself, and then that saves you all the stress and all the money that you could think of spending. It's that easy. So if you're waiting for a huge budget before you can actually start shooting that movie you want, then you are wasting a whole lot of time. With all these few informations that I have passed on to you guys, I think you should start shooting all your movies, short movies, long feature films, whatever production you have in mind. Just start with as little budget as you have. So don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to follow us. And please connect with us so that we keep sharing more insights on how to handle your film productions on a budget.